Yo, 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 what up? Birds Raw and Uncut. You already know. Real quick, man. Purpose of this video, it ain't been a game. We don't play till Sunday. We got the Rams at home, divisional round. That's cool and the whole nine. But the purpose of this video is, okay, man. All week, radio, TV, it's been a lot of Jalen Hurts talk, slander. So I just wanted to say my piece on it, man. If you watch my videos, for the 4 or 5 of y'all out there that do, you know where I stand on the Jalen Hurts shit, right? Like, I understand, what I'm saying, like radio, TV, and stuff like that. It's their job to talk sports, right? Like, it's their job to have storylines and things that they want to discuss, right? But for fans like me and y'all out there and stuff like that, like, at the end of the day, we care about certain things. And at the bottom line, the main thing is winning. We want our teams to win by any means necessary. Style points is cool and all of that in the third, but you want your team to win, right? So, I just, I'm a person, man, that, I get in the car and go to work, you know what I mean? And I, wherever I'm going, my radio for the past like 30 years, almost 30 years, has been dialed into sports radio. I don't really listen to music in the car or radio music anyway. If I'm listening to music, it's music that I have, on, CD or phone or whatever, because I'm stuck in my era when it comes to music, but that's a whole nother story. But for the most part, 95% of the time, I listen to sports radio. You know what I'm saying? Always has been. Like I said, it's 20 something years worth since I've been old enough to drive. You know what I mean? That's how long it's been. So, I can't get away from it. Can't help myself. You know what I mean? After a bad loss, whatever. It's gonna be bad, but that's just how I've always been. And the Jalen Hurts shit, man. It's like, yo, like, I can't really come to any other conclusion other than to say, it's personal. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of these fans, these media people, like, a lot of these fans is personal, and then I think a lot of these TV people is personal, but then it's like ratings, stuff that they need to talk about. Our fan base is passionate, so the quickest way on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, to get engagement, stuff like that, is to throw shit out there about the Eagles, about the quarterback, and our fans they're gonna pounce on it. So I know that, man. Ain't nobody stupid, but like I said, I have to come to the conclusion that it's personal. For some reason, certain people, a lot of people just don't rock with this quarterback. They don't rock with Jalen like that. I don't know if you rub him the wrong way with the way he looks, the way he speaks, the way he walks, the way he carries himself. I don't know. Now, they'll try to frame it to you. They'll try to disguise it on you and say they're just critiquing his play. But if you dive deeper into it and you've been listening like I listen to, and you're somebody that pays attention and peeps a lot of shit, you'll understand that that's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? It's just personal, man, and that's just what it is, and that's just them. You know what I mean? There's no changing their minds. There's a waste of time to debate with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever engage with these people that's Jalen haters, man. You're wasting your breath. You're wasting your time. And I'm going to give you some examples of that in this video, all right? So, again, don't waste your time with it, man. It's personal. No matter what he does, we could win the Super Bowl this year. It's not going to be enough for these people. I put that on my kids. Seriously, no matter what he do, like it just is what it is. They don't rock with him. You know what I mean? Because you sit there, you say to yourself, like, how can a quarterback, that's just win? Just wins at the rate that he wins, make the plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, just. Like, you imagine if he had the record of some of these other quarterbacks, like, yo, like, it's amazing to me, man. But again, I say it's personal because, you're taught certain things, right? As a sports fan, right? And not even just football, just as a sports fan, growing up and, listening to your coaches and listening to the mentors, listening to these people, you're taught certain things that's fundamental throughout sports, right? And part of the reason why I say it's personal with Jalen is because when it comes to Jalen, these things you've been taught all your life, they don't apply. That's your first sign that it's personal. These things don't apply when it comes to Jalen. You know, they teach you at the end of the day, right? The most important thing is, did you win or did you lose? That's the most important thing, right? Did you win or did you lose? We'll discuss the game and how you played and all that, but did you win or did you lose, right? So when he said keep the main thing, he started saying that because it stopped being the main thing. Once Jalen Hurts started winning at the rate he's winning, these people stopped caring about winning. You know what I'm saying? Like they stopped caring about the winning. Now it's, yeah, you won, but it's not X, Y, and Z. You didn't do D and E. You know what I mean? That's just what they started doing on him. You know what I'm saying? Because he went at such a high rate. What could you bitch about? You see what I'm saying? So it became, oh, he won, but, you know what I mean? Whereas all these other quarterbacks, they could lose and play way worse. And it's, oh, man, I'm believing them and all that and the third. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it's personal, right? The other thing you're taught, right, no matter what sport you play, is one play doesn't lose the game, right? That's what they teach you. One play, no matter how bad the play is, no matter what happened, one play doesn't lose you the game, right? Now, did that apply to Jalen Hurts? No. Because why? In 2022, when we played in the Super Bowl, right? Everybody watched the game and they witnessed him be the best player on the field, right? Everybody witnessed that. Patrick Mahomes will tell you that out of his own mouth. Jalen was the best player on the field that day, right? But because he fumbled the ball in the first half, there are people walking around, different fan bases on TV, on media, on radio, saying that Jalen Hurts lost the Eagles the Super Bowl. They always say one play don't lose a game, right? Let alone a play in the first half. But when it came to him, even though he's the best player on the field, even though he had you in the locker room at halftime with a double-digit lead, because he turned the ball over in the first half, he lost you the Super Bowl, as the narrative these people painted. This is why, man, I say this shit's personal with the kid. No matter how much he win, right? In all the games he played this year, right? It's just been winning. You know what I'm saying? They just win, right? Last game we lost, he went out in the Washington game. And all the people that got on TV and said, oh, the backups this, the backup that. How did we lose to Washington? Oh, the backups did enough. Well, if Jalen was 3 for 16 on third down, you would tell him he didn't do enough. And he sucked ass. And he was this. And we need to get a new quarterback. We need to try to send a third. But when the backups came in, it was 3 for 16 on third down. And we lost the game because they all want to say Devontae Smith dropped the ball at the end of the game. But then it came back in effect, right? You know what I mean? Don't lose the game in one play. You know what I mean? You're 3 for 16 on third down. That's not good enough. Defense turned their ass over 5 times. How many touchdowns did we get? So I'm saying. So it's like, again, man, this shit is personal with Jalen Hurts. These people don't fuck with him for a personal reason. They will try to tell you it's football, but if you're really paying attention, it's not. You know what I'm saying? So you got to let them have it, yo. Let them have it. It's a waste of your breath. It's a waste of your time trying to argue and debate and say, oh, he did this, he did that. These people don't care, man. He could go on. We could win the Super Bowl this year. He could go on and beat the Rams. They play Detroit in the NFC Championship. Or Washington, whoever win that game. They win that game. They play whoever. The Chiefs, Baltimore, or the Ravens, whoever in the Super Bowl. Then the Eagles win that game. They are not going to give him his props. It is personal. He's done far too much winning, accomplished more than the darling quarterbacks that they dick eat and dick suck all night long. Personal, you know what I mean? Like, it's personal. So there's nothing the boy can do. It's either you believe in him and you rock with him, or you don't. And 99% of people that don't, it's a personal reason. And that's the quickest way to spot a hater. You know what I mean? If somebody say to you, he lost the Eagles the Super Bowl, that's the quickest way to spot a hater. He turned the ball over in the first half, but you went into the locker room at halftime with a double-digit lead. The defense gave up a touchdown on every possession in the second half. And nobody says nothing. The defensive coordinator had his mind on the Arizona job going into the game. Nobody says nothing. He had to eat the blame for that because it's personal, and nobody don't really give a fuck about what really went down. They give a fuck about their narrative, and if their narrative is he's not good, there's nothing the boy can do. He's just not good. But here's the thing, and here's the truth. If he's not good, then we've never had a good quarterback to wear the midnight green. So, whatever. And if you see me out at the bar, we can handle that shit. You know what I mean? Any way you want to handle it, because that's the God's honest truth. If he not good at the rate he win and what he's accomplished, then nobody was good. See the difference? See, there's some differences with him and Nick Foles, right? Because you'll say, well, Nick Foles came in and won something. Yeah, he came in at the end. He had to win one game for us to get home field advantage, and then he had to play in the playoffs, right? In the Atlanta game, he struggled. But in the second half, he made the plays to salvage that game to win 15-10, right? And then in the Minnesota game, he played out of his mind. In the New England game, he played out of his mind, right? That's what Nick Foles did in the midnight green uniform. He's never taken a team from week one throughout the whole stretch of a season. He's never been able to do that in his life, all right? So in 2022, when Jalen took his team from week one all the way to the Super Bowl, and in that Super Bowl was the best fucking player on the field, but there was no strip sack fumble at the end. There was no one play that the defense could make at the end when they give up all those points and all those yards. There wasn't none of that for Jalen. So there is no statue of Jalen out in front of the stadium. There's one of Nick Foles. What's the difference between the two? See what I'm saying? So if he not good, we ain't never had no good quarterback. And I dare a motherfucker to come up on here and explain to me which quarterback that won the midnight green was good. If he not good, then who the fuck was good that wore the midnight green? What, you gonna tell me somebody back in 1940? Yo, man, y'all kill me with this shit, man. They kill me, yo. They kill me, man. Because it's so fucking personal, man. Just be a man and say it. You know what I mean? Just say it. Don't try to break it down in football terms and, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. No, you got something personal against the boy. You know what I mean? Just say it, man. Just own it. Just be like, yo, man, I got something personal. No matter what the fuck he do. Don't matter what the fuck he do. He not it for me. Okay, cool, man. Respect that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you try to break shit down and, oh, he dropped back. That's third. But then you dick eat these other quarterbacks that's already eliminated that played like shit. And y'all got them so far above him and they ain't accomplished half the shit he accomplished. And y'all never fucking learn. And they never fucking learn. That's my thing, man. Like, yo, these rookie quarterbacks come in here and they say, oh, man, ain't this, they that, and the third. And that's cool, man. But Jalen has been consistent. We in the playoffs for his fourth year starting. We in the playoffs 4 years in a row. Multiple 14-win seasons. Stop dick-eating these quarterbacks, man, after 1 year, but you won't get somebody props after 4 years. That's personal. That's dick-eating. That is personal. That is dick eating. When you so quick to hop on somebody that ain't even had a complete year one yet, but you won't get somebody process been doing it for 4 years. Dick eaters, man. That's all the fuck y'all are. Y'all dick eaters, man. And the shit is personal. But just admit it. Don't try to talk football with somebody, man. Just say, yo, I don't like him personally. No matter what he do, I don't like his game. And no matter what he do, I ain't gonna give him no props. I respect that way more. Because at least you're being honest. All these motherfuckers getting on TV and on radio and talking the shit they talking. It's like, yo, man. Like, miss us with that shit, man. Because it don't make no sense, man. Boy, you do too much winning this shit for me to be hearing that shit. Bye week was week 5. They had made a conscious fucking decision as a team that they were going to be a running fucking team and dial back the passing. But you want to know why the passing numbers is down. I mean, yo, like, it's called sacrifice, man. It's called doing what you're supposed to do to win by any means necessary and what's best for the team. You're only going to throw the ball but so many times a game. That was a conscious decision that the team made. For whatever reason, it is what it is. They got the O-line and they got the best running back in the league. So they said, look, this is how we are going to do it. And with the threat of you being a dual threat quarterback and your legs, you being another threat out there that the defense got to worry about, it's going to make it easier on you and Saquon when it comes to the running game. Then they said, oh, man, yeah. And you know, if he just don't turn the ball over, man, we be good. We be straight. He stopped turning the ball over, did exactly what the team asked him. We had a 10-game win streak. It only got snapped because he fucking went out. And everybody's complaining that now he's not good enough. And that's what really killed me when these motherfuckers get up here and they say, oh, well, we got the team, but he got to be the weak link. He was worried about. Well, in 2022, when he was the best player on the motherfucking field in the Super Bowl, who was you worried about when the defense gave up touchdown after touchdown after touchdown after touchdown and went for the same fucking play 2 times in a row for 2 touchdowns back to back? Who was you worrying about? Who was the weak link then? So as far as I'm concerned, like I said, that'll be debt paid. Because you owe that man that. So if we come out here in the playoffs and he throw and he fuck up the game and we lose because of him, guess what? Debt paid. Because he was in the fucking Super Bowl, he's the best player on the field, and y'all let him down. Y'all left him out the drive, but don't nobody talk about it. You see what I'm saying? So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to call that even. Because I'm a real nigga like that. And I see shit for what it is. And I keep shit a bean. I don't do all this dick eating and narratives and who I like and who this, that, and the third. So as far as they go, if he be the reason they lose, he throw for 95 yards and then everybody blame it, get paid. Because when I was in the Super Bowl, I balled out. I was the best player in the field. Y'all motherfuckers left me out. So, but don't nobody talk about it though. So that'll be call it even on my score sheet. That'll be call it even for me. Fuck y'all talking about. So with this Jalen shit, man, again, it's personal with these people. So don't engage them. Don't talk with them. It's nothing you could say or do. It's personal. It'll be this way. Don't matter. Don't matter what he accomplished in his career. These people don't fuck with him. They don't rock with him. I'm not going to say it's racial. A lot of people think it's racial. I mean, he's a black quarterback, so he's going to get the same, like shit that they always say about every black quarterback. Can't read D, can't do this, can't do that. You know what I mean? That come with the game. That come with the game and shit. So I'm not even going to take it there. You know what I mean? A lot of people on Twitter, they be like, yo, I noticed y'all say this about the black quarterback. Yeah, and I noticed it too, but I'm not going to, nobody's saying Justin Herbert can't read the D. He threw 4 fucking interceptions in the playoff game, right? He was ass. He was the reason they fucking lost. He said out his own mouth. Nobody's here telling him he's not intelligent enough. Like I heard people tell Jalen this year in the midst of a 10-game winning streak. People called the radio and said Jalen don't have the intelligence to play this position. That's real shit, man. I'm not making this up. So, but we're not going to play it like that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that happens. You know what I mean? It just come with the game. That's what comes with it. So, whatever, man. Like, it is what it is. Again, personal shit. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. Y'all defy the rules. Y'all change the rules when it comes to Jalen and shit. One turnover, don't lose a game. But when Jalen turned it over, but still had you up by double digits in the second half of the Super, then it was his fault. Win is the main thing. Win is the main thing worried about. Jalen keeps winning at the highest rate in the fucking league. Oh, they're winning. I got to look like this. Ah, man. Y'all eventually going to lose. You're eventually going to lose. It's going to be because of him. Like, I mean, like, dog. But these other quarterbacks come out and fucking lose, and it's, give me the stocks. Give me this. I'm believing in them. Y'all are dick eaters, man. Your dick eaters is personal, and fuck y'all at the end of the day. Like, for real, on some shit. Like, on some real shit. Like fuck y'all. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I be feeling. But it's like, it's a waste of time, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's full of shit. Everybody has this narrative for the people that they like. And that's what it boils down to. If a motherfucker like you, they're going to argue whatever the argument is to make you look good. You got good stats, but you ain't make the playoffs like Joe Burrow. They like you. They're going to say, oh, shit, he put up all these numbers, man. It's his team, damn, oh, my God, said third. But if that was Jalen Hurts, they would say they would bury him for not making the postseason. You know what I'm saying? But because they like him, it's everybody else's fault. They got nothing to do with him. Even though he threw key interceptions and turned the shit over at the end of those games and got a lot of those losses and lost to fucking New England at home in week 1. Nobody don't talk about it. They just praise him and dick eat him. You know what I mean? Like, brother. The shit is comedy. But that's what it is with people. It's all about who people like. The team they like, the people they like, they'll argue those narratives, man. And then when the person they don't like is in the same exact boat, doing the same exact thing, they'll bury him and they'll rip him. And that's why I say that is the textbook definition of dick eating. And that's what these people are. So, leave them alone. Don't engage with them. Just let them rock. And, your team got to keep moving on. You know what I'm saying? But all the slander this kid is getting, man, it's just crazy. But like I said, it's personal, man. It's got very little to do with football. But if you're not really paying attention, you don't know. You think, oh yeah, because no, because you know why? It's the same rules don't apply to everybody. Like now, if y'all judge them on the same rules y'all judge everybody else on, I would say cool. They just criticize. But no, when y'all change the fucking rules to go at him, that's when you know it's personal, and that's when you know it's dicky-ing. So it's like, come on, man. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick, man. Like, because, you know, it's been a lot, the TV and this radio shit, man. Now I'm talking to boy and shit. Like, he ain't done but win since he come in this league. But whatever, man. I mean, look, we got the Rams on Sunday. That's what it's going to be. And, you know, going to see. I'm sure he hear all that shit. And I'm sure, I know Jalen's going to have a good game on Sunday. I know Jalen's going to have a good game. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what he does. You know what I mean? I know that already. So, we get up out of here. Birds raw and uncut. You already know. I just wanted to say that to y'all real quick, man. For the dickies out there, get off my quarterback dick, man, on some real shit. Like, and just, you know, tell it like it is. Don't give it how it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Keep shit real. All right, y'all. Birds raw and uncut, man. Peace.